Toya, again, another episode of you talking about this girl's wig. I'm over it. I can't. Let's talk about it. Real Housewives of Atlanta, episode 8.
Now get your money up, boy, or stay in school. Get your money, but I like a handful. Independent, do what I wanna do. But the nigga, he don't deserve you. Don't need your
What's up, you guys? It's your boy JoWork. Thanks for tuning in to JoWork Official. Subscribe. Hit the link. Alright, so let me make sure I have my notes because I don't want to forget anything. I haven't done too many of these reviews, so I want to make sure I'm on point and just be exquisite, you know. Alright, so the episode 8 opens up with the ladies. They're all on the bus. It's kind of like this mini bus. It wasn't an ugly bus. It was, it was decent. But for the ladies, I believe it was, they needed a flight. Yeah, they needed a flight. So they're on the bus and everyone is pretty much like vocalizing their opinion, saying like, how could Kenya come on a trip with her kid, Brooklyn, and they all made the decision to obviously leave their kids at home, being that this was an adult trip. Candy then jumps in and she's just like, hold on, y'all. Candy is easily one of my favorites. It's her facial expressions. It's just her reactions to things. It's how randomly she be like eating the food, pulling the chicken off the chicken bone. It's just, she's a whole mood. So they're on the bus just discussing their frustrations towards Kenya, which I get. I don't have any kids, but I can only imagine how it feels to separate when you're going on a trip, when you're going to the doctor's office, even when you're going to the bathroom in your own house. I could only imagine how the ladies do feel with not having a kid. So I kind of get why Porsha was being super like bothered by this, being that, she also has a young daughter as well. So I thought Kenya would have understood that, but I also understands Kenya's situation. She doesn't have Mark. Her family is not involved in her life as much as the other ladies. And then on top of that, Kenya doesn't have tons of friends. So this boils down to Kenya really looking out for her daughter and trying to make the best of it and making things work and figuring everything else out later. Then Kenya and Toya get to the house. The house is gorgeous. It was beautiful. It was a nice house for Airbnb, I believe they were using. So they're going around the house, peeking out the rooms, trying to figure out which rooms they're gonna assign to everybody so it won't be drama, as it always is on these little trips. People just be getting all their feelings about these rooms. But I can understand that, especially with Marlo's situation, with her blue room. Now, I love blue, but that was a baby blue. It was giving like baby room. It was shady. It was shady, Kenya. So let's get into that a little bit later. So Kenya wants to do this murder mystery, which is very confusing because I'm just like, Kenya, literally people getting killed, George Floyd, just all these different deaths that was going on during that time of that shooting, during the time of y'all shooting this. So it was very like, I didn't get it. I didn't think it was fun. I didn't think it was a fun game. It also was a little too intricate, being that they had been on that bus for 8 hours. And I know you knew, and I know you got word or ear to that because the producers probably told you they're going to be coming in a little bit later. So the fact that you tried to still go through with this like game that took way too much, it required too much like thinking, and I felt like the ladies just wanted to come and have a good time, have fun, let their hair out or put their hair on, and just have a good time. And I just felt like it was a little too much of a puzzle. Yeah. So everyone walks in the house. No, before that. So then Cynthia, she pops in. She's at the door looking around, looking in. She walks in. She says she loves the house as well. She's trying to figure out already what her room is. This is such a mess. Y'all are like too old to be acting like this. But I guess it would explain, I guess it makes sense because the way that y'all have done these previous like seasons with the way that y'all do these rooms, I get why there's a lot of animosity around it. But at the same time, y'all need to really chill out. All right, so Cynthia walks in and she's basically like, actually she arrived before the girls did, which was also funny because Cynthia was saying in the last scene, she was just like,
I'm gonna be a little late. I'm gonna be behind y'all.
I don't know how that road trip was expected to be 4 hours and then it ended up being 8 hours. That was kind of weird. Like, I don't know if the tires went flat, the gas went out, they couldn't find a gas station. You would have thought they were traveling to Miami Beach with how long it took them to get there on that bus. I was very confused. But Cynthia arrived before them. Obviously, they showed Cynthia her room. She loved it. And it was just kind of awkward because I feel like Cynthia is somewhat jealous of this friendship that Toya and Kenya is having. I don't know. That's just my opinion. My opinion. So then the ladies finally arrive, all right? Everybody coming through, everybody looking good after their 8-hour trip. Clearly they got a glam squad, or they got all type of makeup in their bag because they all was looking beats to the gods. Like Marlo was slaying, as always. Porsha was looking good. Porsha, this new weight looks good. Please keep it. Like, it's giving me body, yada, 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 yada. Yeah. It is though. You have a great body. I love it. I love it. I love it. So Kenya was like, y'all have to come up with a nickname for this game. So everybody going around the room like, okay, nickname. Candy like, well, my name Candy, so it's interesting enough, right? Like, Candy, go. All right. So, and then Tanya. Why were you saying WAP? What the hell is a WAP? Like, I was like, why? I was like, I had to rewind it like 3 times to make sure I was hearing this right. Tanya kept saying, yeah, she got that WAP, WAP. And I'm like, what? Do you mean WAP? Like, what the hell? Tanya, I can't. Tanya is so pretty though, by the way. I love Tanya. She's such a fun personality. So then randomly, Porsha and Drew just started getting off the couch, like grinding, like doing all of this twerking. And Porsha is just a whole vibe. And I think she just brings a youthfulness to the show. Even though she's in her mid-40s, I believe, or no, she's not in her mid-40s. Porsha's like 41, 40, 39. She's somewhere around there. But Porsha just has this youthful energy, and I just love it. I love Porsha's energy. All right, so everybody is taking shots at this point. Marlo is like taking so many shots. I don't know if Marlo was like, Marlo don't give me that she's a drinker though. She give me that she have like a cocktail or two, but she give me smoker vibes. Like, she doesn't give me that she just drank. Like, she was drinking a lot. I was just kind of thrown off by that. Like, the producers just kept like showing her taking shots. So then when everybody is talking, and this random lady just runs down the hallway in their house or their Airbnb and like fall on the floor. Tanya is like running to the rescue because, you know, she's a nurse. So it was a very weird game. I still did not understand it, watching it drunk and now sober. Like, it was very strange. It was too much thought into it. And honestly, I would be somewhere twerking, bouncing off the walls as well with Porsha, because there's no way in hell you about to have me on a bus for 8 hours and I get off and I got to solve a mystery. No. Kenya, you should have some snacks ready. Kenya, you should have some chicken fingers ready with some ranch dressing, or some buffalo wings with some sauce, or, I mean, something. Like some ice cream. Like, we pop up at 8 hours of a trip and you popping up with, is this a mystery game? No. These random white guys are then seen running around the room, holding guns up. Porsha was literally thinking that she was like down on Piedmont protesting. She thought it was gunshots for real. Like, Lord Jesus. Like, she really like jumped, hopped, skipped. Like, she was on a battleground. That's all. Because when she jumped over the sofa, I'm like, okay, when you jump over the sofa, what happens next? Because they can come around the sofa, girl. Like, you ain't jumped out of no 6-foot building into a pool. You literally went behind the sofa in the same house that they're in. Like, I was so done. Like, that was a very funny scene. Portia's just classic. She always have the classic moments on these shows. Like, the stuff she do. Porsha, Samia, all of them knocking over Lance, Candy, just sitting there drinking water. She be just sitting back, like, just snacking on chips, snacking on Butterfingers. She be in the corner like, like, she be doing everything. Like, Candy be keeping up. At some point, and I know this is not a big part in this episode, but to me it was. Porsha, I have to call you out. Do you like girls? Like, Not like going out with girls like to dinner. Like not like going out with girls to the mall. Not like going out with your girl to like the movies, like going out with like a double date. Like, you like Madonna or JJ? Cause like you was like pulling Toya's hair, humping her. Like I was so thrown. I don't know if anybody else seen that, but like she was, at some point everybody was twerking, having fun. Fallon had arrived at this point. And Toya and them was just in the background, kind of sort of just like, yeah. I was like, what the fuck is going on in this scene? Like, it was very strange behavior. Like, I was just like kind of like taken back. Like, Porsha was giving me like top versatile. Like, love to get it. But then she likes to. Okay, I spent too much time on that. Nope. But I'm watching you, Porsha, and that rumor about you a couple of years ago, yeah, you're telling on yourself on that last episode because you was getting it in on Toya, and Toya was letting you do it. So now I'm thinking with this tink can with this. Like, Toya, you may really like Miami Dolphins in the water. Yeah, I need a shot. Let's see how I'm gonna do it. Wait. Let's see. Let's see. Oh, y'all, excuse me for my beard. Excuse me for my gray hairs. Let's see. Okay. Ooh. All right. Ooh, that shot got me where I needed. So then the ladies get real tipsy. And Toya, everyone is in the room. Everyone is packed like sardines in the room. The whole time I'm thinking,
Corona, COVID, 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 sick, throat, fever, bad temperature, fever.
like I was like cringing, but I know they took their test and I know they were healthy, but oh, it was just so hard to watch them without a mask on. Like, oh, it was freaking me out. So they all was sitting there. And at this point, Toya randomly grabs, no. Before that. Somewhere Fallon had came in and Toya was like asking her, why did she bring her husband? Which was kind of weird. Like, why she can't bring her husband and he just not be filmed? Like, why I gotta, why? So then Fallon was like, Fallon looks like a baby version of Chili. I don't know. Is it me? She looks like a different. She looks like Chili's like daughter or something, or her niece or something. Like she's so gorgeous, sweet energy. But I don't know how she's gonna be able to put up with these ladies because these ladies are lit and they're coming for blood. So Fallon's just like, well, me and my husband is best friends. I love my husband and like she did that, and I was just like, oh Lord, here we go. And then Candy was like, oh, and then Toya was like, ain't no oh. Like, it's like, why are you so angry that people have love going on in their lives? Like, Toya, we gonna get on you because I want to know where your husband at. I want to know why your eyebrows are that thick on the corner edge right there. I want to know why did you draw it in that much and you're sitting talking about Drew's wig. All right, so y'all thought I was playing. Beautiful girl. Toya is beautiful. Beautiful girl. But I love the eyelashes. But what is going on with these eyebrows? These eyebrows are like smushed, smudgy, like what? And then like you're missing hair up here at the top. Toya, you talking about Drew so bad, but like I had to do a live video of this. Look at this. What are you using? Like shoe polish? Like what the fuck is that? What is this? Seriously. This is a terrible eyebrow for a girl that's reading a girl about her wig for 8 episodes. I'm just saying. You're having all this talk, all this conversation about the way that Drew hair looks, the way that it don't look, the way that it looks like a pet, the way it looks like a cat, the way it look like this, the way it look like this for 8 episodes, and you sitting on this show with braids, box braids every fucking episode I see of you. And then on top of that, your eyebrows, you're not doing it right. Like, you're not doing it right. Like, you're not doing it right. When you do your eyebrows, you're supposed to take your time with it. You literally took a marker and filled in the corner of your eyebrow, because there were certain parts on the scene where your eyebrow was like smudged. And I'm just like, you're walking around here talking about this girl's like image like you just bomb.com, drop dead, America's Next Top Model season winner for 5 times. Like, I just feel like you being arrogant, you being rude, you're being condescending to somebody that you don't even know. And I get that this is a reality show, but you coming for a wig, and she should be really coming for your eyebrows and the lack of your husband being on these episodes. Where's your husband at? He came one time in the ice skating event that Cynthia had. I ain't seen him since. Ice skating, no, not ice skating. The ice white, the engage, whatever that was. That was the only time I seen him. Like, why we ain't seen y'all house? Why we haven't seen you cooking with your husband or your separated husband? Like, where is your husband at in these episodes? And you're so concerned about this girl's hair. You trying to deflect energy, and I know what's going on in your household, and it's not too good, it's not too great, and it's not too bright. It's definitely given that you got something going on, and you're trying to continue to deflect on this girl's marriage, this girl wigs, this girl, the way she part her hair, the way she didn't dye the roots good. Like, why are you disconcerted? You're not even a damn hairdresser. And you need a hairdresser because you keep braiding your hair up. Like, why? Like, one or 2 episodes is cool, but you're like literally doing this like every episode at this point. First you had black, now you got this brownish blonde color. Like, come on. Or whatever color it is. I'm blind, colorblind, whatever you want to say. By the way, Samia is beautiful. Samia is gorgeous. I love Samia's skin. I love the eyelashes Samia used. I don't wear eyelashes, but I just want to know where you got them from because they look really good. Your eyebrows slay. Like, Samia knew this season she would be filmed more, and I just feel like she's ready. She's like really giving looks. She's giving makeup. She's giving hair. She's giving just a whole vibe. Her energy is soft, calm, but still aware. Watch out for Samia, y'all. Like, she needs to be a housewife. I love her. And then she's married, have a husband, but she's not a housewife. Like, y'all need to sign her up next. Like, for real. Samia has a story to tell, and I want to hear it. Like, Samia, me and you need to go out for lunch. Like, seriously. So I did like the fact that Porsha stood up for Drew in the room. Like, when it was Drew, when it was Porsha, I think it was Marlo, all the other younger girls were in this room talking about what had just happened and transpired. So Drew pulled her arm. Drew like randomly pulled this girl's arm randomly. So they're in this room, all this commotion is going on. Randomly, Toya's sitting on the bed. Toya randomly pulls Drew's arm, like wrist area, like somewhere right here. And it was so aggressive. I was like, okay, I know this girl drunk. I know she got beef with her, but you got beef with her and you drunk. Toya, like, you have no, like, boundaries. Like, what makes you think that was great to do? Like, you're delusional, like, for real. So then Drew like, hold on, like, don't pull my arm like that. And then Toya's like, I was just trying to figure out what's wrong with your struggling husband. Toya, you are so out of line. Something is really going on in your household, in your separated situation with your husband, because your energy is very misplaced, and it's just, it seems, I don't get you. I don't get your storyline, because you're not even serving anything about you. Every episode we're seeing you comment and take daggers at Drew. It's strange. Like, you really are obsessed with her. And again, I just love the fact that Porsha, was basically saying, Drew, I'm here for you. I get exactly why you were upset. Toya is pretty much a pusher over the edge type person, very similar to Kenya. And I did like that Porsha stood up for Kenya and was like, well, Drew, Kenya was trying to call Toya out on the way that she acted. And everybody was on the same page when it comes to like Toya. Like, everybody felt like she was doing a lot, and it was very obvious. So I felt like if anybody would have been on her side, it clearly would have been kind of like just trying to kiss her ass. So So then, Brooke, I wrote on here, Brooke and Kenya is like in the kitchen making breakfast. That was a really sweet moment. I don't like the fact that her face is blurred. Like, Mark, you can't even keep her overnight. Like, let Kenya tell it. But you have the rights to tell a production company to blur her face out. That was very strange. Very strange. So then we skip to that. Marlo is very irritated, and at this point, just completely just pissed at Kenya for the whole room situation. I understand why Kenya gave Marlo this room, but it's a little too petty for me, right? She's upset at Marlo for obviously their past history, the shade they've thrown at each other over the years about each other's moms, and just got very personal, and it's a lot there. So I get it. But to be that spiteful and give that girl that baby room kind of sort of, like, that was kind of like shady. If anything, I felt like Fallon or Toya honestly should have had that room. Like, Toya is not even a peach holder, an orange holder, a lemon holder. She's not even on the credits, like on the first beginning of the show. So I'm highly confused at how this girl is getting this much play. But then again, she's I don't feel that she's genuine. I just don't. I mean, maybe she's better on her YouTube channel. I've never watched her YouTube show, but she's very just terrible. So then Marlo is in her room. Candy walks in. They're trying on the outfits. Marlo just always gives you a vibe, always styling and profiling. Like, I lived for the black and white. I lived for it. She had like the little crusted little rhinestones. Then she had like the lipstick. Like, Marlo is a whole mood. So she's in the bathroom getting dressed. Candy comes in like, how you doing, girl? How you doing? How you doing? And Marlo was like, listen, I'm doing great. Pull this boot up, girl. Zip it up for me. Help you. Thank you. Then Marlo pulls her, a little closer and was like, look, Candy, we need to talk. Sit on the bed. I got some stuff to talk to you about. We normally don't talk serious talk. We normally don't have this type of moment and this type of vibe, but let's start it here. So she basically told Candy that she feels a way that Kenya is just being spiteful with the way that she's treating her. She gave her this small room. So at this point, Marlo is like, she just really feels some way. I don't think Marlo wanted to fight her or nothing like physical, but I think Marlo was really like tapping into her emotional side, which we really or rarely see of her. And she was like, I felt like at some point, either I was about to cry or she was about to cry. One of the three of us was about to cry. Like, cause I felt like Marlo was like, her voice was shaking and her eyes were really watering. I felt like she was about to cry. And then Candy was like literally about to cry. And it was like a real moment. Like, I get that this is a show, but I feel like these ladies have hurt each other so much, and it showed. Like, even with all those camera people in the room, and obviously it's a whole production, Marlo is really hurt by the way that Kenya continues to like antagonize her and just do certain things to make her feel away. And Candy was very transparent. She said, you know what? Y'all have history. Y'all have some very negative things y'all both have said about each other, and y'all got to get past this. And I really respect Candy so much for that, because it just shows that y'all be saying Candy don't say much or she don't speak up, but Candy does speak up when it's really needed. Because I felt like Marlo needed to hear that from Candy to say what she said. It wasn't getting on her side, and it wasn't like tapping on Kenya's side. It was just laying down the line. Y'all both have been nasty to each other, and at this point, you have to let it go to move on and move forward. I love that about Candy. Like, she is a laid-back person, but she's a straight shooter, and she tells it how it is, and she gets the party turned when it needs to be turned. I love Candy for that. So then it randomly goes to Porsha and Samia sitting by the pool, looking gorgeous as ever. Porsha had on like this gold outfit. It was like amazing. Like, Porsha again, the body, yaddy. Like, Porsha, you look great. So then it gets to that. And Samia is basically like, they're going through, I think, Portia's phone. And Samia is like, listen, you are playing with Dennis. Like, Dennis is pouring his heart out in these text messages. He's texting you all these long text messages. You're being very short, saying thank you. Like, Porsha, we know that y'all are like, let me love you down. Like, we know that y'all are still bumping and grinding. So Porsha is like, to me, just like doubling down on this whole Dennis thing. And it's just like, Porsha, you really do want to get things on the right track with Dennis, but you're so in your own head. And I get it, you've been hurt, you've been cheated on, and y'all have been through a lot so early on. But if you want to let it go and just co-parent. I just talked about this in the last video. Whether you married, single, dating, interchanging sexual sweats with whoever you choose to do that with, whatever entanglements you're in, you have to be vulnerable if you want someone else to be vulnerable and authentic and real with you. You can't expect people to give you all of what they have and you don't give them anything, or you meet them like slightly to the left. Like, no, you have to meet them in the middle. You have to be vulnerable. And another thing, Kenya, why the hell you just gave them food in the refrigerator? Why are you ordering crab cakes and salmon patties? You got a big pig on the grill for them. Like, that was so disgusting. I'm not really a pig person, a pork person. That was just so, I don't know. Then Porsha was like, did you dig in his butt and get it out? Get what out, Porsha? Dig in the butt and get what out? What was gonna be in there, boo-boo?
Oh, it was just nasty. It was nasty. It was nasty.
And she was like, did you cut the feet off? She was like, yeah. And I had to cut it some more to put it on the grill and close it and smoke it. And then when they walked in there and Kim was like, the food is ready, they poured it open and it was like the whole inside. Oh, I don't want to see the process of how these pigs and these animals and these chickens, I don't want to see it. Just give me the chicken fingers. Just give me the chicken wings. Just give me the food. I don't want to see how you chop the legs, how you chop the nuts, how you chop the throat, how you split it down the middle to make it fit on the grill. I don't want to know what was in the butt. I don't want to know it. Just give me the chicken fingers. So Candy tried to call Kenya out about the whole Marlo thing, and Kenya like literally walked and went up the stairs. And then the next, like after that, I think I remember seeing like Toya talking to the ladies outside by the pool, saying that she has a gift for Drew and she's gonna give it to her at the dinner, or she's about to go take it to her. It's a wig. Toya, it's late, it's tired, it's through, it's fried. Like, let's move on. Let's talk about her toenails next, okay? That's gonna be a good next 8 episodes. Talk about her toenails. Or talk about, you know, the way her lipstick color is on her lips. Like, let's move on to something else. Because you giving me basic at this point. Like, why are we still talking about this girl's appearance when Drew looks, to me, better than you? All right, so then, in closing, so I guess the last note I have here is the dinner at the table when everyone dressed up. It was like a nighttime dinner in the house. So somewhere around that time, I can remember I was watching it back and forth. Toya then was sitting, they all were sitting at the table at this point. They were having dinner. I think this is when they were eating the pigs and stuff. Ugh. So Toya was like telling Drew, she was just confronting her in a very calm way this time. And she was just like, you know, I really didn't mean for all of this to happen again. I do apologize. I know it seems very fake of me to talk to the other girls about your wig or how you look, how you dress, your whole appearance. It was very fake of me. And I just want to tell you to your face that I did feel your wigs were bad. And because of that, she randomly then says, I have a, you know, wig for you. And then Drew is like, this girl is once again talking about a wig. Like, you would think that Toya has a wig line at this point. Like, it was just so strange. Like, so then Drew is like, no, I have a surprise for you. Hold on. She then runs upstairs. Everybody's like looking like, what the hell is she about to come back with a gun to blow her head off? Tanya was in the corner like, girl, I'm kind of scared for you because you've been talking about this girl this whole time. And then here we are. She's walking out back down the stairs in a couple of seconds. Do you think she's going to get a gun, a grenade? What do you think going to happen? Do you need to go to the bathroom? Do you need to call security? Like, because at this point, you have been coming for her for 8 episodes. 8 episodes about the same thing. It's so whack. Like, so Drew comes back down. Drew, you are so corny for this, but I loved it at the same time. She flips over and it's a picture of Drew looking beautiful as ever. And she was like, since you're so bothered by the way that I look, my appearance, since, you know, the way that I look, since the way that I carry myself, since my wigs are looking like a, you know, chihuahua, like a pet, like a cat, however you want to say it. Here's a picture of myself. And then she signed it and gave it to Toya. And then they kind of like kissed on the side of the cheeks. That was very unneeded. I just didn't understand that scene. It was very random and just thrown in. And then Marlo was like, y'all are not about to get the last scene, the last closings of this episode. Kenya. And she just basically called Kenya out and was like, Kenya, I really feel a type of way that you gave me this room. I hate that we keep having this animosity. I'm hurting. You're hurting. We're in a pandemic. A lot is going on. We got to do better to each other. Literally, Kenya cuts her off and is like, what you've done to me, the stuff you've said to me, the stuff you have hurt me with, you need to apologize. So then Marlo was like, listen, I can't help that your butt is fake. Your butt is fake. Your butt do have shots. Your butt do have injections. I'm like, Marlo, no! So that's how the episode ends. All right, you guys, that is all I have for today's episode. Thank you so much for watching this review. It was fun. I know it was probably lengthy, but it had to be. I mean, it's the Housewives of Atlanta. I hope you guys have a great day. Hope you guys have a productive day. I love you guys. Stay blessed, stay happy, and stay true to yourself. Peace.